Good afternoon, YouTubers. So here we are. We're going to be working with wood, and one thing that you quickly discover is that SolidWorks has some very little profiles about wood. So I'm going to be using a 2x4 in a project, and actually, that is not a 2x4. I have to put the real measurement, which is 1.5 times 2.5 or so. So we need that profile. If you don't know where they are, you always need to look for them. And let's see where I have them. Options over here. We're gonna go to file locations. We need to look for weldment profiles, and I have two here, but actually this one is called SolidWorks data weldment profile. There we go. So we need to go to program file, SolidWorks Corporation, and SolidWorks data. Sometimes this change. I have seen some other SolidWorks that has this in someplace else. On this one, so you want to be sure where they are located. So now you know. So I'm gonna go through that to locate something there, like for example, a profile that I can use, tailored to my needs. We'll do that now. Let's say okay here, and we're gonna open. And the idea is this one. We're gonna go to the local C, and we're gonna go program files, and we're gonna go what was that? Solid Corporation, and then SolidWorks, and then data, and now I think it was weldment profile somewhere here. Here we go, weldment profile. So I'm right there. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna let's see if I can open a folder here, and new folder, and we're gonna call that wood profiles, and let's see if with profiles. Yeah, perfect, no problem. Now let's open something available here, and I like aluminum because the edges are square because I'm gonna be working with 2x4. So aluminum, and we want perhaps a rectangular aluminum, 2 rectangular, that will do. And let's open one that is close to what we want, which is a 2x4. We will change it no matter what. So, and it doesn't matter the wall thickness, just pick any of them that is square, like showing here, and that will do. So let's say okay. And now take a little bit while. My machine is kind of slow here. Let's see. Still cranking. All right, so here we are. We're gonna tailor this out, and let's go here on the sketch now, and let's do a check on this, and let's see what can I delete that will still maintain this right at the center. So for one thing, I'm gonna take this guy out and check what you're gonna get here. Maybe I'm gonna check that one out. I'm gonna take this one out. I'm gonna take a couple things out here that I would not care at this point. And there's something here that I don't know, this had to go as well. Delete everything that you're not gonna need because it's gonna be solid. So now let's get that there. There we go. Now let's see. Now let's get this the right size. This was has to be 3.5, and this one has to be 1.5 total solid. And now Something is fixed, so let's start to remove again some of this, whatever is causing that trouble. Oh, no wonder, too many stuff causing trouble here. There we go. Let's see now. There we go. Now, you don't need to do this part here. I'm doing it just to ensure that my unit stay, the way it's supposed to. So that, like for example, about this one will move to where? There we go. That's the problem. I don't want that type of movement. I fix it. So let me get, let's see, that one with this one. I get it. There we go. Fully defined. So we are done. We are done here. 3.5, 1.5. So I edit the whole thing. It looks good. Now we accept it. The next thing is change the material. Let me change the material here. Edit material. We're gonna go to pine. Let's see, wood. And pine will be okay. Apply. That's for the density and all that stuff, but it's not a big deal. So now you got the profile. It's a 3.5 by 1.5, and that will do. So now we're gonna save it. As you have this symbol here, meaning that it had to be saved, but you have to save it someplace else, because right now somehow the library, the profile library, is being used by Solidworks. So you have to save as, and you want to put that in someplace else, like for example go high here, as high as you can go, and let's say document, and you save it anywhere where you want it, like a temp folder. I have a temp folder here for all the stuff you see as shown here. So we're gonna save these now. We're gonna save it as a 1.5. Well, actually it's a 2x4, but we're gonna put in parentheses 1.5 times 3.5 pine. Now the system will save it as a library, as a profile for a library. That's LFP is for a library, and you save it. We save, we say yes, and now we are ready. So we're gonna close all this, leave it here. At that point now, Solidworks is not using anymore the library. So what we have to do is go back to your folder, get that temp folder, document, and my temp folder, and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna copy our creation. We're gonna copy that, Control copy, and now we go back to Solidworks in the part where it needs to be set within that folder that we create. Now, in order for this to work, I show you something. This is very important, and it's some of the things that really you screw up when you are creating profiles. So you create that 2x4 and you copy it. Now we're gonna put that in the proper folder, and this is the story here. Let's go back to C. We need to go through all that issue again, program files, and we're gonna go to Solidworks. Gonna go to we go data, and now we go well-known profile, and here is a story. Like for example, if you go to NC Inch, then you have another folder. So, and that's the story here. So like for example, wood profile is okay, but then you have to have another folder here. Let's create a new folder, and that folder we have, let's call it pine. If you change to oak or something else, then you can create another folder that's called oak. But now here in pine, then you paste your library, and you say yes, I have the privileges. So now you have your profile there. So that's the order of these. Let's go a little bit higher here so we understand what we're doing. Here we go. Like for example, if you go to anything here you go, it has to go through that order. So like you have the primary folder here, and then inside that, then you have another folder, and then you go into whatever you have to do. Going back here again, like for example, this one, rectangular, that's the one we were talking about. And now inside that, then you have all this, and you pick whatever you have to. So let's go back here again. So that's basically the order of things around here. So wood profile, pine, and then your profile. That's the first one that I created, right? So I'm out of here. You are done. Basically, we are out. One more, and we leave. Actually, we can close the whole thing. Go back to Solidworks. Now that we're in Solidworks, let's create a new project, and this new part here, and let's create something simple. Let's create how we go here, right plane, that will do. I'm thinking to a project that I'm working on, that's going to be in inches, no problem there. So let's work something here. Let's create a line. All right, now let's put some measurement. How about 33 inches? And let's see, let's start to get some of these right. All right, and let's get this also 33. That will do. And let's get an angle here. That's gonna be 70 degrees, and I think it's well defined, fully defined. So perfect. Now we have everything the way I want it, and let's go back and do some weldment. In weldment, actually, let's save this. And now that we're in weldment, we go structure and member. If I did everything right, wood should be there, and wood profiles, at least that folder, pine, and whatever I have there. That's it. We create a new group, and we said that we're gonna put that here. So if we check that profile, that should be a solid piece of wood, but it's gonna be a 2x4. Well, whatever, you know, the size, the actual size versus what you call it. So that's perfect. Now I like to do this measurement was for the internal part, so this will go to the outside, and you have to be careful with that. So look at your profile, and the profile will be yeah, that one. There we go. That's perfect. All right, so now you got your 2x4 there properly set, and you will notice that what I'm doing basically here, it says sawhorse. You one of those for creating table very quickly. And I'm gonna use a hinge here between this piece of wood and the other one that I'm gonna put. That's basically it. Have fun, folks. Bye.